Good Monday morning trading fam. Alright, so what do we got up on deck today? We don't really have much of anything on the economic calendar. Not until Wednesday, Thursday. Alright, today we have Fed Bullard's speech. But let's go ahead and look at what we got coming up on Wednesday and Thursday for this week, because we have, major news coming out towards the end of the week. So Wednesday, we got
Benziger market update. S&P futures down 20.
GDP growth rate, goods trade, JOLTS.
Nasdaq is down.
And then Fed Chair Powell.
Crude is down.
We'll have to wait to see what he says. And then Thursday, we got a lot on deck. Jobless claims. We got personal spending month over month, global manufacturing, ISM. So Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday, non-farm payroll. All right, it's going to be a wild week, to say the least, guys. Really want to make sure we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's this week. All right, we're on the 15-minute time frame here. If we're looking at this from a daily perspective, okay, let's go to the 1 hour, 1 day. All right, we're kind of forming this little triangle pattern here with the news that came out today with China being on partial lockdown. Are we going to see a Christmas rally this week? The odds of it happening are very low. But with that said, again, the market kind of does its own thing, right? The market really doesn't care what's going on in the world. What do we see right now happening, unfolding in front of us? We have an overnight gap to fill. We're down 75%. All right? So if we get right back up here into the 11,730 area, that'll kind of be, again, in the market maker's perspective, that we are in balance. All right, so the areas that we're going to be looking at and focusing on today are obviously 11,950 above us and 11,531 below us. All right, looking at this from a bigger picture, right, we're kind of just stuck in this range right now. So, these two levels are going to be key for determining where we're going to head, all right? If we're going to make any big moves at all, it would be today or tomorrow, prior to Wednesday, Thursday's news, and then after that news, we'll see some follow through. All right, so right now we're oversold on some of the bigger time frames. On the 1 hour time frame, we're right at that 50% level. All right, so key level to watch here today, guys. Again, the market kind of has a mind of its own. So today, what are we looking for today? Well, first thing we're looking for is price to come back and get 100% in balance, all right? With that news on China, we do have this downtrend, but we made that pattern, right? It wasn't perfect, but we made it. We got that initial little jump, all right? The market makers would definitely like to bring this back up to fill that overnight gap, right? And where do the bulls want to take this? Okay, the bulls are going to want to come back up to 11,940. Are the odds in their favor today with that news out of China? Absolutely not. We have 12 contracts. We're up $68 now. I'm just kind of letting that ride. Not too worried about it. We can always add or, close it out, manage it, whatever we need to do. But, we're looking for that downside movement today, all right? Nothing has really been, happening as far as the market's concerned. For 22nd, 23rd, 24th, we had the up move. Now we're having that rotation back to the downside. Where are the bears going to want to take this, right? The bears are going to want to take it right back down into this area, the 11,539. But again, I would be more interested looking for a little, possibly a little rip at the open. It's all just going to depend on where we get at the open as far as the pre-market session. All right, if we get closer up here to this gap to fill, then I'm definitely looking more towards the bearish side. 61.8 fib retracement is 11,617, and then we're looking to come back down to retest this major level of support, 11,500 area, and then right back down to the 50% on the Fibonacci retracement. All right, guys, so that's the game plan. That's what we're looking at. That's our goal, our targets, all right? I would be much more interested in shorting from the 11,760 and 100% shorting at the 11,790 areas. All right, and then we're just looking for this to come right back down. All right, guys. So the bulls are going to want to get it back up here. The market makers are going to want to get it back to Friday's close. And then if the bulls have it in them, you know, unless some miraculous news comes out, I think they're going to have a hard time breaking this 11,785 area. All right, guys, so those are the areas we're watching. That's what we're looking for. That is the pre-market game plan. All right. If price action does not follow suit, what's the best thing to do? Step away and walk away. You're done for the day. All right. Remember, right now, everything looks good. I mean, there's no reason for the game plan not to be spot on today. All right, market makers are going to want to bring it back up, get in this area. And again, you know, we have that news coming out Wednesday, Thursday. So if we don't fill this gap to the upside, obviously the trend is down. Right, we did break trend and we're retesting. So just food for thought, right? If we open up right in this area, 11,600 this morning, we're gonna anticipate an upside movement, right? Come right back up to this gap. We still have that major gap below us, guys. Don't forget about that gap below us. If we're looking at that daily time frame, all right, you know, we're still in the Elliott wave for the first leg, okay? Let's go look at it, all right? This is still that first leg of the Elliott wave, and we haven't pulled back or broke this area. But again, as each day goes by and time passes on, right, the news coming out of the world is getting worse and worse. So, you know, for this leg to hold, then we get a second leg up into this area, according to Elliott wave, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, right? Your first leg, your second leg, your third leg, right? Your first retracement, your second retracement. You know, I think it's going to be hard to pull that rabbit out of the hat, but you like I said, you never know with the markets. That's why we just play what we see in front of us, right? We're not chasing anything. We're not going crazy. We're not doing anything absurd. We're just, you know, planning for the day and following price action. All right? Right now, price is going down. China just came out with that bad news. We have, you know, our news coming up, the primary news being Wednesday and Thursday. So just use caution, guys, all right? The market likes to do whipsaw movement coming up with news like this. Fed Powell speech again, you know, that's going to be kind of huge. We want to kind of see what he does. Is he going to be dovish, hawkish on the interest rates? Remember, they came out with the good news on the interest rates, or, you know, hypothetical news, but everything else released after that was complete garbage. You know, they're expecting a recession, yada, yada, yada. So, you know, you can't really rely too much on that as you can rely on the charts, all right? Learn to read price action. Learn how to get your pre-market game plan set up. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't know how to trade, join us on Discord. We go live Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30.